why the monogram has gone up so drastically is really because they're trying to advocate people towards more of their leather goods and not just their monogram and Damier prints. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today we have something exciting to show you. We have clearly a Louis Vuitton unboxing, and it is a classic model that we all know and love, maybe a little bit too much, but I of course do love my classic pieces. So here we are. Okay, we're gonna open it. First of all, can you guess what this is based on the box? Super thin, and it is massive. I was actually honestly really surprised by the box that I got it in. Okay, I'm gonna open it and then we'll keep talking. I'll tell you a little story about it. So this is so it's just empty. It's just a massive flat pizza box basically, and it is our Louis Vuitton in in Neverfull. This is in the monogram in the cherry lining. This is it. I love it. It definitely is something that is classic, and I know a lot of people know and love this. And I actually probably only got it more recently, but I've used it and had it for a little bit, so I can talk about it. Let me tell you the story first, and then I'll show you what's inside, what you can fit inside, and some more prices and everything. Okay, so the reason why I got this was, honestly, I was just in the mood of shopping that day, and I got it at my local Louis Vuitton boutique, and my mom has the PM size, and I've always wanted it. And I remember my mom got the PM size when I was really young, so when I think I was in high school, and my mom got the PM size of this Neverfull, and I think she has a beige interior, and I liked designer goods since I was a kid, and I really wanted to use it or to have one. And I remember one time being like a rebellious high school little girl. I think I took my mom's bag one day and I went out with my friends with it, and I used it for a day, and my mom got so mad at me, which is really funny because she's taken my items when I'm on vacation and she's used it before, and I don't even say anything. She doesn't even ask me, but I don't even say anything. So it's funny that happened, and I still remember that she got mad at me, and I think because of that, I'm like, I am getting my own. But it took many years until I actually got my own, but that's actually the reason why I bought it, a little bit because my mom said I couldn't use hers, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll get my own. So I got my own, and I knew I always loved red. Red has been my favorite color for a really long time, so I knew I wanted the red, which is called the cherry interior. So this is the bag. I have used it a little bit. Let me show you. Whoa, put that in the back here. How kind of it comes with, even though a lot of people know this, but still it's always nice to know if you're in the market of getting one. I did get it like a year or two ago. Whoa. And at that time I purchased it for, I think it was under a little bit, like $20, under 2,000 Canadian dollars. And today that same bag, because of that 20% increase, I think in the beginning of this year, the now retails for 2,580 Canadian dollars, which is roughly about 2,050 USD. And then there's tax on top of that, depending on where you live. So it has gone up about a little over 20%, which is so crazy. And I think when my mom got it, I swear she got it for like $1,000 because she got it like 10 years ago. But I do think it is classic. And I was actually in Louis Vuitton recently. I was talking to the salesperson, and they did tell me that one of the reasons I think they said why the Monogram has gone up so drastically is really because they're trying to advocate people towards more of their leather goods and not just their Monogram and Damier prints. So they're raising the cost of the monograms to kind of incentivize people to buy the leather pieces instead of the monogram. So if you didn't know, this is cotton canvas and it's coated. So it's actually really durable. And although the vachetta shouldn't really get wet, I have used it in the rain, not purposefully, but because I use the umbrella and everything. But if this touches rain, it is totally fine. You just wipe it off with cotton cloth. This vachetta is fairly still new. I don't use this bag as often as my other ones. So the vachetta is actually quite new. This is how it looks pretty much when it is new from store. So it's very white. Some people prefer the darker patina on this. Some people prefer the newer patina. I actually don't care too much. Some people I know purposefully put oils on it and leave it in the sun, which is how it will patina faster. I personally don't recommend that. The oils on your hands will eventually patina the bag anyways. So I don't do anything special. I don't condition them or anything like that. I do like that it comes with a little pochette. I feel like one day, ooh, I have things in here. Oh, it's just the little barcode. So it comes with a little pochette. It's not very big, but good enough to put like your receipts or anything more expensive like your wallet or something, or keys in here. And it does have one interior pocket. Let me see. Yeah, you can see that here. And it's actually quite roomy, like that interior pocket. And then these sides, they can cinch in. I actually didn't know this when I was before I purchased it, but you could actually, if you wanted, tuck the sides in and make it more like a bucket shape. So I actually do this sometimes to make it smaller. Ooh, get in. It's been sitting in the box for too long. So you fold in the sides, and then here's a little cincher, and you just cinch. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job. But let me fix that. Yeah. I don't mind cinching in, so I do this depending on maybe where I am. Like if I'm shopping in a crowded area, I definitely will try to cinch it in. So it's like cinched in, looks like this. It actually looks quite nice. And then now you can kind of hold it a little bit tighter to you, and the flaps aren't sticking out. Maybe somebody might put their hand in, but I've used this for work and all. And as a surprise video, not really a surprise now, but for probably the next video, I will do a comparison. I do also own the GM of this, and my mom has a PM, so I'm going to be doing a comparison of all three sizes. So please subscribe and like, and then so you don't miss that comparison video that's going to come out soon. So anyways, this is that. I'm going to do a quick, I took some notes here. So the MM size, all the sizes, honestly, they are pretty similar in price. I'm going to go more in depth in the next video, but they're all like $50 to $100 in price difference. I think the PM is $2,500 and the GM is $2,680, and this one's like $2,580. So they're all $50 to $100 price difference. And those are Canadian dollars. US would be like 1,980. 2,000 and 2,120. So they're all like very close. So I think it's more of your preference on what you want to put in rather than the price, since all the prices are quite similar. And then there's the Damier Ebene and the Damier Azur. I actually personally don't own any of those two. I have a couple of Louis Vuitton pieces, vintage and new, and surprisingly, actually, I don't own any and I don't own any Damier prints at all. I only own Monogram. I don't know why that is. I've always liked Monogram a lot better. personally, and maybe in the future I might get a Damier Azur. I have been thinking about getting a Damier Azur MM, like the same bag as this, but for maybe I'll work better for like spring. And I love that rose ballerina, which is that light pink interior inside, so that would be the next thing on my list. But I've been thinking about it for a year now, and yeah, it's great, but I do have a lot of bags. I'm not sure if I need that, but that is something I would consider. But it does stain more easily, the Damier Azur, so watch out for that. This one I think is really quite practical. And now I'm going to show you potentially what fits inside and a couple of like mod shots against my body. Okay, so like I said, this is the MM size, and it is, I mean, it does fit a lot. I'm going to show you just a variety of stuff. I've never tried to pack it full. I probably wouldn't, but this is a 15-inch MacBook. So I'm going to move that pochette away. So obviously that fits. I think, let's see. I think if you had anything bigger than this, it wouldn't be good. This is a 15-inch and it kind of fits perfectly. You see that? It's like edge to edge. I mean, I don't carry, like, let's say that, oh, I do carry actually agenda. This is my agenda right now. I love this agenda. It's just very funny inside. Let's say we can probably fit like a couple of books here, a textbook or two. Yeah, see, so those fit like, actually that's pretty, I would say that's full. I wouldn't add any more. So like I have like 3 tiny agendas in here and like 1 textbook like size. And this is my makeup case right now. You can obviously add it here. I'm sure you can add a water bottle on this side if you want that. But you have your wallet, your AirPods, or any kind of your keys. You can obviously put it on the side, but I actually would probably put those in this zip pocket. So normally I would put for like my wallet and keys, just because I think it's easy to get lost in. I would just put it like in there, and potentially maybe like my AirPods and my keys I would just put also in there. So that is like the max I would carry in there personally, and you can put a water bottle if you like, but I normally don't need this much stuff. Even if I go to work, I probably just have 1 agenda here, and this is usually what I would have for work. And maybe I might have like snacks or something, like an apple or granola bars or whatever, and I will like line that but with another bag. I personally don't use organizers. I've mentioned in a different video how I feel about them, but I have used it in the past, and instead of getting like an actual organizer, I just put like a paper bag in there and I lined it, but no big deal, whatever you like. So if you do like that organizer, do it. I just personally don't even have that much stuff to put in there, and usually for the loose or small items, like I'll probably pop my lipstick in here, for example, and I won't necessarily need to get like an organizer and like fit every little thing in. I don't personally carry that much stuff. So, and this would be like a work bag or like a shopping travel bag with me, because I have brought this to travel before. Okay, I'm going to show you how it looks on. And for viewing purposes and practical purposes, I'm going to wear like a big jacket and show you, because you usually will be wearing this outside. So here it goes. It's still roomy. So this is like a big puffer jacket, and I would say it still has like 2-ish inches away under my arms. And I am 5'1". It hits me right above the hip. You can see it kind of almost lines up with the jacket on the bottom here. So this is how it looks against the frame. And I do love the size. I think it fits my frame perfectly, but again, I do have the bigger size too. I do love that, and I'll show that in the next video. Okay, I am so hot from wearing that. I really want to show it with a jacket, because sometimes you don't know how it looks with a big jacket. But anyways, my final thoughts for this is, do I still think this is worth it because of that 20% price increase? And I want to say yes. Like, I think inflation, everything is going to get more expensive in life, you know, like, I think these are finer things in life. And of course, you don't need as many bags as some people, aka me, and other people. But I do think if you were eyeing a classic bag, the Neverfull is the way to go. I really veer away from trend bags. I try my best never to buy trend bags, and I only try to buy classic pieces no matter what year it is. Since I was like a little girl, I've always only bought I try to classic pieces, and if I wanted like a trend, I would get something that is like contemporary designer, or maybe it's like from Aldo or a dupe or something. Like I don't buy designer goods generally that are trendy, but I do think that the Neverfull is so versatile and user-friendly. It works pretty much, honestly, I want to say, with any body shape, and of course any bag does. One bag fits all. But for travel, it's really good. I've used it to travel before internationally, and I think it's good for work and also shopping, especially this size. I would say the MM is my favorite size, actually. Maybe I gave that away too soon, but I do think it's practical, and I do think it's still worth it. In terms of the price point now, $25.80, it is more steep than it was originally, but in terms of luxury pricing nowadays, it's still more reasonable, and I do think you'll get lots of wear out of it. And just to put in context, some of my vintage Louis Vuitton bags that I bought secondhand are over 30 years old. So if you bought this bag and you used it once a week or twice a week, however many times, and if you used it over 30, you took care of your bag and used it over 30-40 years, it's still fine. Like you could still, I'll show my vintage hauls sometime from Louis Vuitton, and some of those bags are like very old and I still use them. And I'm just saying, if you take care of your luxury goods, it's gonna last you a whole lifetime. It's not something you'll wear for 1 year and that's it. So I do think in terms of cost per wear, the Neverfull is definitely a really good buy. So I hope you learned something, or it was just really nice to see some luxury goods. And I know I always appreciate seeing some nice bags on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye, loves. Mwah.